Coach, before we get to that, you played at Arkansas State last Thursday night. Your thoughts on that game against the Red Wolves?
I tried to forget it. We played terrible. By far our worst outing of the year, especially in the second half. We had 5 turnovers. I'm not sure you can beat anybody turning the ball over 5 times. And we just didn't play very well. Give Blake and those guys credit. They came in here and won the game, but we sure didn't help ourselves. So we made corrections yesterday, get back on the practice field today, and get back to work, man. Work on finishing strong here. We got Texas State, long trip, Thanksgiving, a lot of distractions. But we've got to get back and take care of the football and stopping the run. That's what got us 8-1. The lack of those two things is what got us beat the other night. So we'll get that fixed and be ready to play a much better football game on Saturday afternoon.
And Coach, you mentioned the upcoming opponent, Texas State, 3 p.m. Central Time this Saturday. What stands out to you about the game or about the Bobcats heading into this game?
Well, first of all, man, I hope all their staff and players hope they've recovered from that wreck. That was read about that on Saturday, and hearts go out to them. That's a bad thing, and I think it affected them in that game. They didn't look like the same team that had played the last couple of weeks in that game, and I can imagine why. That's on the way to the game to have a wreck. We were playing when I was at Troy the first time. We had a wreck on the way to play Florida. Nothing as serious as that, but I know it kind of shakes people up. So we've kind of discredited that game because as far as how they played, I think they're a program that's growing under a first year coach. I think they're in a lot of ways they're similar to where we were a year ago, and they're playing a lot of young people, especially on defense. Credit to Everett and his staff. Those guys are still playing really hard. Thought they played App State well a couple weeks ago, and they'll play well. I know it's going to be. I think it's senior day there, and I know we'll get their best shot. And I think a football team will play much better than they did a week ago. Probably play inspired with some of those people coming back after the wreck.
And Coach, against Arkansas State, Emmanuel Thompson set his career high with both receptions and receiving yards. I mean, what did you see from him on Thursday night?
Well, I thought he did not play very well early. He had a fumble on the very first play of the game. He had a drop on the first third down of the game. So he was able to recover and come back later in the game and really and made some big plays for us. Arkansas State lined up and played man covers about every snap, and he won his matchup a lot more than anybody else in our receiving corps did. And Brandon threw him some balls. We hit some go balls on the outside, and I thought he did a good job using his body. He's a physical guy. He's well over 200 pounds and a little over 6'1", so I thought he did a nice job making plays, getting his body on people.
Coach, on Thursday night, the attendance was over 23,000 for the game against Arkansas State, and this season the fans set a new attendance record at Troy. What can you say about the fan support you've had this season?
Well, I thought the turnout on Thursday night, playing an 8:30 kickoff on a weekday night, I thought that turnout was extremely high. I was proud of our fans. Our students did a great job. They showed up 45 minutes early. I wish we had played. We would have played as well as our students participated. I can tell you that. But it is. I think it's our fan base has been growing. I think we've done a good job engaging our students. And in my 6 years here, 4 as an assistant, 2 as a head coach, this is by far the best home crowds we've had, and it pays the dividends. We went 5-1 here at home and played 5 good football games. Trying to forget the last one, but a lot of credit needs to go to our fans.
And, Coach, you mentioned your rushing defense on the year. You've held opponents under 100 yards 5 times on the season. What specifically do you need to do to get back to doing that for the next game?
We just need tackle. I think we missed 12 tackles in the backfield on Thursday night. They've got Arkansas State has a running back. I think his last name's Wand, and he made us look pretty bad in several instances. Really, we had him tackled in the backfield, and he wiggled out. And credit to him, we didn't make tackles, but a lot of it's because he escaped them.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot for your time this morning. We appreciate it as always.
All right, thank you.